Hey everyone, welcome back to the continuation of Outer Space Week on ByrdFeed. I have packed two more outer space themed shoe boxes. Both of them are for 10 to 14 year olds. If you missed the 2 to 4 Love You to the Moon and Back that I shared on Wednesday, I'll link it on the end screen of this video. These two boxes are relatively the same, with the exception of a few things inside, and the big difference is one is packed for a girl and one is packed for a boy, but they're both for 10 to 14 year olds. I'm going to share the boy box because I've shared a lot less 10 to 14 year old boy boxes with you guys this year than I have girls. But at the end of the video, I will show you what the differences are in the girl box, because there are some fun ones, and one of the wow items in that box is one of my favorites packed for a 10 to 14 year old girl, so I do want to show that to you. I wrapped both of them in that same dinosaur constellation paper that I wrapped the 2 to 4 box in, except when I got to this box I ran out. As you can see on the ends, I pieced this so it would have the pattern down the middle and just plain white on the sides, and then I put space stickers, decorated it with space stickers all over. And I'm calling these boxes Out of This World. Inside both of the lids is this exact same clip art, Out of This World, and I liked it because world was this star pattern, which reminded me of the paper and also some of the things inside, especially their notebook. Both of them have this exact same notebook. And when he looks inside his box, this is what he'll see. I'm going to go ahead and take out the notebook because it is so cool. It's a glow-in-the-dark folder type notebook that I have filled with 100 sheets of college ruled paper. And then inside one of the pockets, I slipped some doodle paper, one of those doodle pads. And you'll see as we get down into it why I gave them the doodle pad, other than just to give them extra paper. But yeah, I wish you could see this glow in the dark, but it's too bright in this room. And his shirt is really cool. I picked it up at Old Navy last year sometime. And I really liked the graphic and how it pops on this bright orange. It's an astronaut riding a rocket, the same way you would ride a boogie board, I guess, across the water with mountains in the background. I picked it up in a extra large 14-16, which is a boy's 14-16 size. And I only paid $1 for this. I think this was one of their $6 t-shirts, and I had rewards points, so I only paid $1 for it. So he's got a great shirt, and I gave him this cute moose beanie baby to add a little whimsy to his box. And because his antlers were orange, which matches his shirt, his name is Chocolate, and I think he's so cute. He's got a couple of fidget toys, a glow-in-the-dark fidget spinner that I picked up at Five Below last year. I always think fidget toys are great little gadgets to slip into the 10 to 14 year old shoe boxes. I also gave him a little planet popper. And this I picked up at the Dollar Tree. It's just a little one, but it makes some good sounds. And I guess that's supposed to be Saturn. He's got a couple of pairs of underwear, Fruit of the Loom boxer briefs, and a couple of pairs of socks. One black and gray, and the other black and orange to coordinate with his shirt. He's got a collapsible flying disc, contributed by Charlotte Arnott out of the UK. Yes, Charlotte, I still have some of these left. I've been putting them in every box and they just keep going and going and going. So I can't thank you enough for those. Now in both boxes I put together a little paracord bracelet making kit, and I used the free illustrated instructions from Hobby Lobby to put inside. And I did finally pick up some clips, and inside you'll also see some paper clips because the instructions ask for paper clips when you're braiding it so that you can hold the cords together. And then I slipped in the bag 2 skeins of 10-foot paracord contributed by a viewer. And with the 2 skeins, he can make 2 bracelets, because I think you need 8 feet to make 1 bracelet, or 4 feet of a different color, each color, to make a 2-tone bracelet. And this gives instructions how to make a single color and a 2-tone bracelet. So I think it works out great to make a kit very easily. And I was able to get the buckles at Hobby Lobby as well. And the same kit with different color schemes are in the girls box. And of course her t-shirt is different, her underwear is different, and her socks are different. But she does have all those items. Her fidget spinner is different color, and I think she's got a different planet. Both girl and boy boxes have a game. His is magnetic chess, and hers is a set of dominoes. But these are those great little magnetic chess sets that came from the Dollar Tree a while back, and I was able to slip inside to use up the space some crayons. I gave him some metallic crayons, and I think hers are glitter crayons. One of his wow items is a set of building blocks that I put into a drawstring bag that I made with this rocket fabric. She does not have a building block set. She's got something else. And in it I slipped a base plate, the 100 Make It Blocks building set from the Dollar Tree. I also included another set that is, and I think I used to have the cover of the box of this cut out, but it's MIA, so I don't know where it is. But I slipped in there the illustrated instructions on how to build this. It's like a bulldozer kind of thing, and it reminded me of something that would be used on the moon, so I included this one. And then I included 4 figures, 2 astronauts, and 2 Martians. I included in both boxes another craft. I found this cool space-themed origami paper on Shein. It's 50 sheets. I think they're 5.5 by 5.5 is the size, and it was $1. So I thought that was pretty darn good, because I priced origami paper on Amazon. It's quite expensive. I only paid 76 cents for this though. And then I found online a lot of origami illustrated instructions, so I printed them out and made a little booklet. And I chose the ones that were simple designs and then moderate designs. And this particular site, which is origamicraze.com, they also had the difficult ones, but I just chose enough. It's a 10-page booklet. I printed it front and back, so he's got 20 designs, I think, or 19. So I thought that was a great craft for a 10 to 14-year-old. So they both have one of those. Also from Shein, they both have one of these. It's called a design ruler, but it's like a spirograph, and it has inches on one side and centimeters on the other, and then 3 different discs and places to draw, which is why I gave them both the doodle paper that's in the notebook so that they don't have to use their lined paper for that. And this was like, I think, $1, and I paid 76 cents for it. So I thought that was fun. I gave them both journals with faith-based sayings on the front. This one says, "Let your faith be bigger than your fears." And I like this one for him because it had mountains on it. I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree, I believe. Faith over fear. And I included this tinsel novelty pen in both of them. Hope it's not too sparkly for a boy, but it matched his journal, so that's what I gave him. I gave them both an emergency thermal blanket. I included these because they look space age to me, and I'm certain they will come in handy at some point in time or in an emergency. They both have these mesh pencil pouches. Both of them are empty because their school supplies are in their water bottle. His is black and hers is purple, I believe. And those were contributed by viewers. This one was contributed by Tamara. He's got one of those really nice Contigo water bottles that I got at Walgreens last year in a 2-pack for $5. So this was $2.50. His is the smoke gray and hers is hot pink, and it's got school supplies in it and a whole lot of other things that I will unveil in a moment. They both have pocket-sized solar calculators from Denise L. He's got this enclosed pencil sharpener from Fiskars. It's got planets on it. So I gave him that one. Hers is different. He's got these fun space-themed erasers that came in this little container like this, the clamp sides. And I picked these up at Walmart last year sometime. I found them on clearance. I just found one, or I would have bought more. It has a shuttle, an astronaut, a flying saucer, and a Martian in it. Very cute. She does not have these because like I said, I only had one. She has hair accessories instead. Both boxes have a pair of these 7-inch scissors contributed by Joan Cowan. For school, they both have some googly eyes, glow-in-the-dark googly eyes. They both have a space book of some sort, but they're both different. This one I picked up at the Dollar Tree a while ago, and it has a lot of cool information and actual photos of space travel and some of the astronauts. I thought that would be very interesting for a 10 to 14-year-old. Even if they can't read it, they'll enjoy the pictures, and if they can read it, even better. Both boxes have this same adult coloring book. This recently came in at the Dollar Tree, Starry Skies. So I picked one up for both shoeboxes. Moons and stars and that sort of thing in here, so I thought that worked perfectly for this shoebox. And he's got a set of 12 colored pencils to color in his coloring book. They both have our solar system sticker and activity book, which I think is really cool. It has a lot of fun facts on every page. And inside the center are the coolest stickers that are meant to be placed throughout the book wherever there's blank spots. I think that's really cool. And then I slipped inside the front cover some more stickers Hers, I'm sure, are different than these, but these are all space themed and funny. There are even some dinosaur astronauts back here. I gave them both an assortment of skateboard stickers that I got from Shein. And of course hers will be different. There's only a few in here. I think 10 is what I gave him. Some cool ones. I gave him a knot tying card because I only had one left in case for some reason he did not want to make bracelets with that cord and he prefers practicing tying knots. He has a toothbrush with a cap on it from Denise L, and I slipped it in to one of those cello bags from Joan. And let's go ahead and dive into his water bottle. I'm going to do this off camera and come back. I've packed this water bottle so tight I knew it would take me a while to empty it out. So, a lot of his school supplies are in here. He has 4 space patterned novelty pencils, 3 of which I put rocket ship pencil cap erasers on, which are a lot of fun. I think I got those from the Dollar Tree. And then his sharpened pencils, he's got 4 of the number 2 sharpened pencils. I slipped them into a plastic sleeve so that the lead would not get in his water bottle. He's got 3 pens, a red, black, and a blue pen, a 6-inch ruler from Angie. He's got a big eraser and some more cap erasers, 4 more regular pencil cap erasers. He's got 3 little bounce balls that are space themed. They have little astronauts inside. So those are cute. I gave him a lanyard that I recently picked up at Shein with all the planets on them. And they say the planets: Mars, Uranus, Venus, Saturn, Earth, and I attached the metal whistle that I get from Amazon on there. These are really nice lanyards. She's got one exactly like that. And her pencils and pretty much everything in the water bottle so far is the same. I gave them both 2 Hot Wheels cars. They both have this, I think it's called a Cosmic Coupe. Yeah, Cosmic Coupe that is glow in the dark. And then he's got one, I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a Lamborghini, but I don't think it is. They both have this glow in the dark puzzle of the solar system that comes in this test tube with a cap. I thought this was really cool. This is plastic. I picked these up at the Bullseye section at Target for $1. And it's only 36 pieces, so it's not real challenging for a 10 to 14-year-old. But when it's together, this is what it looks like. Probably be not that easy to put together because of all that blue, dark blue in there. But once it's together, it's educational. It says learn the solar system, so I thought that would be fun to include in their boxes. Also in his water bottle, he's got one of these wooden ball and cup games, which can be a lot of fun and quite challenging. I've tried it myself. It's not easy to do. She has something different in her water bottle. He's also got an organza bag filled with some hygiene items, a comb from Angie, a couple of mending kits from Joan. He's got a lip balm, tropical flavor, and one of those nice Brookstone toenail clippers that I got from the Dollar Tree in a 2-pack. The last thing in his water bottle is another organza bag with some bracelets in it. One is an orange and yellow silicone bracelet, which I thought went great with his shirt, and one that I got off of Shein, and I don't remember what I paid for it, but I want to say it was like $1. And it's got a disc of the earth that is glow in the dark, and I just thought it was, oops, really pretty. I thought it was really pretty in silver tone. And her jewelry, of course, is different. And the last thing in his box is a day pack, one of those outdoor day packs that I picked up at Walmart a couple of years ago. I'm not going to take it apart. It's a small backpack, very nice quality, and it stuffs into itself. And I included this one because it was orange, so that works well with the colors in this box. Okay, for the girl 10 to 14, I've laid out much of what is relatively the same. There might be some different colors. She has the pink glow-in-the-dark fidget spinner, a purple planet. Well, actually, it's a sun, but I think the sun is a planet. And her t-shirt is this star flip sequin t-shirt. It's a long sleeve t-shirt that I got at Walmart with the flip sequins on it. So the top can turn to pink and the bottom can turn to silver. I got this on clearance for $1 long ago, and it's in a girl's extra large 14-16. I'd rather have them large on these kids than too small. Her underwear is outer space underwear. We have Superstar with planets, and this one says reach for the stars, Superstar, and that's probably it. So her underwear was worth noting. Her socks are pretty cool too. These I recently got at the Dollar Tree. These are those mismatched socks, M-I-S-S, matched socks, where you get 3 mismatched socks in a package for $1.25. So in order to get a pair, you have to buy 2 packages. But to me, they're such nice quality. I mean, they're thick and they feel fantastic. I wish you could feel these socks. And so I gave her 2 pair with stars on them that I thought went well with her shirt. Then she also has this little glitter wristlet bag with a star on it. I didn't put anything in this. I guess it fit better with nothing in it. Her stuffy is this white beanie baby bear with a little red heart embroidered on his chest. And this little guy's name is Valentino. I gave her the white bear because he reminded me of an astronaut in a white astronaut suit. Of course, she has a bag of hair accessories that's filled with butterfly clips and hair coils, hair elastics, and actually a really cool scrunchie that goes well with her t-shirt. It's this glittery burgundy scrunchie. Isn't that pretty? And that goes well with her t-shirt. And she also has a couple of Hairbows that I thought went well with the color of the star on her t-shirt. And I attached it to one of the gripper headbands that Joan sent. I gave her this travel brush because it reminded me of the moon. Looks like a planet. And that came from the Dollar Tree. She's got a pair of star patterned sunglasses. I got those, I think, for 50 cents at Walmart at one point in time. Her pencil sharpener is this cute astronaut with a pink face shield that I picked up at Shein. Her book is Smithsonian Kids Space. I recently got this at the Dollar Tree. They had quite a few of they had Discovery Kids and Smithsonian Kids booklets in there, and I thought this was fun and interesting for this age. So that's her book. She's got a little Barbie astronaut figurine. Her crayons are glitter crayons. Her tote bag is this star patterned tote bag. Her game is Dominoes, and I gave her the Dominoes because the white dots on the black reminded me of stars in outer space. Her jewelry I got from Shein. One of them is just a little flat beaded multicolored bracelet that I got for, actually I think I got this for free from Shein. It's very cute. And this bracelet with an astronaut charm, Saturn, a little star, and I think that's supposed to be the Earth on these silver beads. I thought that was really pretty for a girl. It actually said in the description it was for a boy, but it looked like a girl's bracelet to me. And the last thing that's different is one of her wow items contributed to this shoebox by Angie, 24 gel pens. Thank you so much, Angie. This completed this box for this young lady, and I know that she'll love it. So those are my 2 out of this world shoe boxes for a 10 to 14-year-old boy and girl. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you were inspired, got some ideas for your shoe boxes. Thank you so much to those who contributed to these shoe boxes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye now.